We have students who are getting tremendous education, companies who are demanding students to come and work for them, but there's a huge gap in the middle. And I'd like to briefly outline what that gap is and maybe humbly provide not a solution, but maybe a couple of ideas on how we can respond to this problem. The connection between education and industry, there's a gap, there's a break. As I mentioned, students are receiving undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, but they're not able to transition into an organization here in Nepal. And we call this really what we're looking for as student placements. As Nepal's economy grows and its industry evolves, the need for an educated and experienced workforce is much needed. Bridging the gap between academia and the workplace is no longer a choice. Many times I have students asking me, so when I graduate, what should I do? I have a computer graduate, or I'm a business graduate, or I've graduated with an MBA, and they approach us here at the British College a little bit lost because they're not identifying or seeing opportunities, right? They're not seeing the opportunities. And that could be because companies here are not aggressive enough in promoting themselves, their workplace cultures, the opportunities of growth, right? We, at TBC, we look at this and we try to find out what is the problem. As academics, and I'm an academic, if we're able to identify the problem, probably we can identify what the solutions can be as well. Building and bridging the gap between academia and the workplace is no longer a choice, but a necessity. In recent years, we have seen increased internships and placements across information, technology, business, and especially here in Nepal, the hospitality sector. These opportunities allow students to step out of the classroom. One of the problems that we have in the classroom is we cannot provide all of the requirements that industry, business wants. We just can't do it. This is where industry needs to step up and say, right, placements are here. We can offer A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and over a period of time, the student is not only going to become a graduate and ready for work, but they're also going to have things like soft skills. They're also going to have access to what the organization does, an understanding of working with people in the organization. What does it mean to turn up on time? That's a big problem that I have here at TBC with students. Just turning up on time, right? When we have multinationals complaining all day, to me especially, they start at 8, they think 8 is 8 p.m. No, 8 is 8 a.m., right? So we really need to make a conscientious effort. We must acknowledge that in Nepal, the student placement system is still in its infancy. Now, I'd like to congratulate the government of Nepal. Recently, they've announced placement initiatives. That is a huge step forward. At least the government are saying, yeah, we see there's an issue, a gap, and we're putting our first foot forward. But I intend to convince all of you in the next couple of minutes that we need to do a lot more. Many institutions lack formalized placement programs, not just the British College. I would put my hand on heart and say that all of the colleges in Nepal lack this institutional formalized placement program. On the other side, industry often lacks a structured framework, right? So this is a two-way approach. We have our side, education, preparing the student, but equally industry needs to acknowledge that and say, right, what is the student missing and what can we present to the student, right? This is a two-way process. This disconnect is a missed opportunity for both student and employer. As an academic myself, I'm often asked why industry placements are so important. And the simple answer is this: serves as a bridge between theory and practice. students come to us, and I often have the privilege of teaching MBA students. I find here that, and it saddens me, students don't take risk. They don't understand what it means to take a risk. They're frightened because they are identified of making a mistake. And risk is where we all grow, right? Risk is where, if we're not taking risks, then what are we doing? And in industry, if our students, and I'm speaking collectively now across Nepal, if all of our students are scared to take any such risk, no matter how small, then we are affecting the development of that young individual, he or she. We're putting a block, a mindset in front of them that shouldn't be there. Students have a chance to develop skills like problem solving, project management, and teamwork skills. You know, the internet is great, but it gives a silo perspective for all students. They feel they're on their own. There's no camaraderie. Teamwork is only done in the classroom. And again, students working at placements, they can understand that they can be shadowed, for example. They can have a junior manager shadowing, guiding, showing them this is how you do it, and don't worry, if you make a mistake, no one's going to throw you out the window. We all make mistakes, it just happens. For business, placements provide access to fresh talent, innovative perspectives, and the opportunity to groom potential employees. Ladies and gentlemen from industry, our young students, and again I'm speaking collectively across Nepal, they're already more advanced, especially with AI tools, than you are. Most company directors I speak to don't even know what ChatGPT is. I can tell you our students are they're formidable warriors with ChatGPT and Claude and all the rest of it. I see my faculty laughing because we have to catch them out when they're using these AI tools. So again, an opportunity, right? Look at the young students. They're already AI ready. Consider the case of some of our level 5, level 6 students at the British College. And again, I can't speak for other colleges, but I'm pretty certain they have equal success. Level 5, level 6 students securing internship with various local companies. The experience hone their technical skills, boost their confidence, and prepare them for the world of professional life. So the question is, how do we move forward? Collaboration is the key. When I say collaboration, it's between academia and industry. At the same time, business must recognize the value of investing in the next generation. AI is but one very small part of that mechanism. By offering internships, companies can reduce recruitment costs, identify potential future employees, and benefits from students' creativity and energy. And I repeat that point. There's no better student, more equipped, than one that has a mobile phone where they've already got AI running on the phone, like chat. They can design, draw, they can create speeches, they can do so many things in seconds that many people in the business sector right now have no idea and are frightened to even engage in these new technologies. My dear friends, the potential here is enormous, but it will require all of us, educators, that's where we come in, business leaders, policymakers, and more importantly, you, the media, to work together. Industry placements are not just a pathway for students, they are a strategy for building a more robust workforce and ultimately a stronger Nepal. Together we can shape the future of education, employment in this great country itself. Thank you.